Several new developments today in the Pike County mass murder investigation. Good evening. I'm Candace. We now know the names of the 8 people gunned down execution style yesterday. 37-year-old Dana Roden and her 16-year-old son Christopher Roden Jr. were among the murder victims. Her other 2 children, including 19-year-old Hannah Roden and 21-year-old Clarence Frankie Roden, were also killed. Here's a list of all the family members killed in the attacks, including 20-year-old Hannah Gilley, 40-year-old Christopher Roden Sr., at 38-year-old Gary Roden, and 44-year-old Kenneth Roden. It began with reports of multiple deaths at a property on Union Hill Road east of Peebles. The crime scenes are spread out over several miles. Another man was found dead in a home on Left Fork Road, about a 10-minute drive from the first crime scene. NBC4's Courtney Yoon joins us live from Union Hill Road. Courtney, still no arrest or suspect descriptions tonight.
Yes, that's right, Candace. Still no arrest, and also it's unknown still how many murderers are out there, or if it's just one person that police are still looking for. And if you take a look over here, we're on Union Hill Road. This is the road that leads to those crime scenes where this family was brutally killed today. You can see that police are still on scene, and we also learned the names of those victims today and a little bit about them whose lives were so brutally taken earlier yesterday.
Very outgoing. Just happy-go-lucky, it seems like, always friendly, and just love life.
Pastor Phil Fulton says one of the victims, 37-year-old Dana Roden, was a hard-working, loving mother who raised her family in the Union Hill Church. 3 of her children, Hannah, Chris, and Frankie Roden, along with his fiancee Hannah Gilley, were also killed in the brutal murders.
All kind of thoughts go through your mind. How could this happen? Why would anybody do this?
Pastor Fulton opened up the church to the entire Roden family as a place to grieve together. He says over 100 family members have gathered there over the last 2 days.
We are serving the family in any way that we possibly can.
We spoke with a relative of the family, Johnny Gamble, who was on his way up to the church earlier today. With a tear in his eye, he says he's looking for justice after this murderous rampage.
There had to be some cruel people.
Around Pike and Adams counties, still a heavy police presence as investigators tirelessly continue searching for answers. And small memorials reading justice for the Rodens have started popping up around town as this tight-knit community comes together in a time of great tragedy.
Most of all, we'd like to have the perpetrators caught. To the community, I would say, be praying.
Pastor Fulton tells us the Roden family has gone home tonight to rest and be with one another. The Ohio Attorney General's office also announced today a $25,000 reward leading to the arrest or conviction for the people who are responsible for these murders. You can call in to 1-855-BCI-OHIO. You can also call the Pike County Sheriff's Office. That number is 740-947-2111, and the sheriff is encouraging anyone, no matter how small of a bit of information you think it is, to please call in that information. We're live in Adams County. Courtney Yoon, NBC4.
Again, here's what we know. 8 people, all members of the Roden family, were found shot and killed in 4 different locations. Pike County 911 got the first call yesterday just before 8 a.m. that 2 men were in a home on Union Hill Road in Piketon, bleeding, possibly dead.
Man, tell me what's going on.
There's blood all over the house.
Okay.
My brother-in-law's in the bedroom and I beat the hell out of him.
Okay.
There's blood all over the front room.
Ma'am, can you tell me what county that's in? Is it
Pike County?
On the way to the scene, deputies were flagged down and learned of 2 more crime scenes, all within a mile. The first bodies were found in 3 houses. Investigators learned of another scene about 10 minutes away. The deputies received a 911 call about a death on Left Fork Road, about 30 miles from the first scene. In all, 8 members of the Roden family, including a 16-year-old boy, were shot execution style. Some of the victims were in bed, including one woman who was killed with her unharmed 4-day-old baby laying next to her. 2 other children, a 6-month-old and a 3-year-old, also survived the shootings. For continuing coverage and updates to this tragic story, stay with us on air and online at NBC4i.com.